Pineal gland is the third eye. When you read the story of Pinocchio, Pinocchio has two words, pine, P-I-N, pineal gland, and occhio is ocula. Occhio in Italian is eye. That's why you go to an oculist. So Pinocchio means the pineal gland. Pinocchio is a puppet. He's not a real person. In order to become a real person, to ascend, you have to activate your pineal gland. You have to stop telling lies. You have to stop being deceived by your friends. You have to stop going to the circuses and the shows, as all the philosophers have ever said, getting drunk, intoxicated with drugs, and to be sober. So the pineal gland is the third eye, and it's our highest consciousness. If you want to be real, just read the story of Pinocchio and activate your Pinocchio.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Oh, yeah.
Nerdy got some.
Show your bags.
Welcome to Coffee Time, folks. We got Nerdy X on deck. Fuma Boys. Diamond Hands. That's a pretty ass little pillow there, buddy. Shout out to Diamond Hands. That's the prettiest pillow I've ever seen right there. Oh, man.
He got diamond hands.
Shout out to the Gold Coast XRP bags holding it down, Lady E, and the mouthpiece, Berserker. Everyone on deck, you better bring the mouthpieces today because Zerk has a big ass mouth. The dude could talk. So we got some big shoes to fill, but I got some big feet. And you know what they say when you got big feet? You wear big shoes. Gotcha. Gotcha. What up? Let's go. Man, we're gonna have to go back and start numbering these coffee times, man. We're probably like on 140 something, but me and Zerk are gonna have to add this up. How y'all doing, man?
I gotta do the Berserker impression because he's not here. Welcome everybody. This is a community chat. This is open ground.
Straight up.
Welcome in. Zerp's up. What's up, glitches? Welcome to Coffee Time.
So what's new, man? We're you know, people like Win Moon and Win this, dude. We're like 5.5 years closer than we were. That's a good thing, man. The energy shift, bro. You could just feel the energy.
Oh man,
this year is about to be crazy, man.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah.
Let's get some comments going.
Yeah, so let's just talk about it. The SEC, I believe they filed that paperwork the other day to say, hey, they're not going to go against the next ruling or whatever. I think they're ready to move on. I think Gary G has gotten his salute from old girl. And he's just trying to get a little bit of money back. He's trying to prove something like, hey, I need some money to finance what we did to you. That's why I see it. He's just trying to get some money. I think he wants like, was it 640 million? What was the number again, Nerdy?
Yeah, something like massive.
Yeah, he'll get 30. He'll get 30 and we'll move on, right? XRP and it's still top 10. You know, whether you're looking at Coin Market Cap or Coin Gecko, is still top 10. If you just took a number that you have right now and multiplied it by Ethereum, you're going to smile and so forth. But I do have a play. I'm sorry.
Real quick, Jeremy Johnson, Stellar X, or what's the other one? The Aqua Wallet. But everyone says Aqua Wallet's sort of shady. But Stellar X, you could switch out.
Yeah, I can walk you through it if you like. I'll walk him through. So here's how simple it is. Let's say you have Coinbase or wherever. So if you have Coinbase, you can get USDC and transfer it from your USDC account on there using a Stellar account to your Ledger account. I'm just saying Ledger for a reason. If you have a Ledger, you go on the Ledger, make sure you take your Ledger, plug it up, go in and go to Stellar Term Make sure you set up the trust line for USDC and Aqua. Do those two things first. So then you transfer that USDC from Coinbase onto your Stellar wallet, which is on Ledger if you have a Ledger Live device. And then you go on a Stellar turn and you hit swap. And you go ahead and swap. You do 50, 25, 50, or 100%, or you can do an instant exchange.
Well, that's so complicated.
I know.
You know what the easiest way is just buying Stellar, right? You can buy it on your Ledger or you can buy it on Coinbase. Just go to Stellar Term.
Yep.
And just go to Stellar Term and just swap it for Aqua or Stronghold. That's it. Simple, easy.
Yeah, but I think people struggle with how to swap.
Swap it.
Just on the swaps though. Just remember, like the bigger amount you do, like if you're gonna swap out like $2,000. This is when I got what did we get, nerdy? I got Velo, I think. Okay, but I did a lot of money and I forgot to split up my swaps. So when you do like a couple grand, they're gonna hit you like 5% range. But if you break it up, you're gonna be more in the lower 1%, right?
Yeah.
So when you swap and you're doing a whole bag, do half the bag and see if it's a lower exchange rate on the fee, and then keep breaking it up. You might swap 4 times and it'll save you a lot of fees, because when you do big amounts, you can get raped swapping out, dude.
The slippage is huge.
You can get raped. Yeah.
So you can,
I found that if you put in an order, a market order for right then and there, it'll just slowly get filled. So you can put in a market order and it'll slowly get filled by chunks, and you won't get hit. You won't get raped as bad.
Yeah, bro. You know who I heard that from first was Broke. Broke told, remember Broke? He was telling everybody how he put a huge order in for XRP or for whatever coin, and he just at a super low amount, and he just watched it fill. The order fills and fills, and he's buying a big ass bag for cheap.
Now it's gonna be scary when it fills, because you're gonna be like, my money's gone. Oh my god, my money's gone. But it'll slowly fill up. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
Because I did the same thing. I do have a quick move for everybody out there in the chat. If you are truly pissed off at your employer, pissed off, you're mad, you're angry, you know what you do? Take your Zaman wallet or take your Ledger and go buy their crypto address.
And go buy what?
Their crypto address, the crypto domain name.
Yeah, there's money in that, man, because
that's the .com.
I mean, it's just like the .coms. Yeah, it's the same thing happening all over again. You go buy Nike, the Nike domain, and
yeah. So I bought my employer's domain. Hold on, I'll tell you a funnier one. So we had a firewall vendor visiting us. Yeah. And we're one of the guys, he's a real cool guy. We talking crypto, right? And then I looked at his shirt and I was like, oh, I wonder if your company's name is up for sale. So I said, I'll be right back, guys. I was getting ready to talk about crypto domains. I was like, I'll be right back. And I went across the room to this other guy who's learning firewalls. And I go, check this shit out. And I typed it in and he's looking over at the guys, and I purchased their shit. And he was just like, you dirty dog. You are just dirty. I was like, so.
Okay, so you just buy it? Like, how does that, what's the process of doing that?
So what you do is you have to go to Zaman Wallet, and then you go to the website, and that site is, let me see if I can find it. Let me open it in another tab.
Oh, with Zum, it's well, the thing about claiming
an address. I want to wish Puma happy birthday before everybody else. Happy birthday, 26.
Happy birthday, Fuma.
Thank you, man.
What are you like? How old are you? 32?
Yeah, we can call it 32.
Looking good, brother.
Happy birthday, Puma.
Puma. I want to get my diamond hands one. Don't buy it.
Why'd you even tell me that?
Hey, shout out to Chris Has Issues, man. He bought Zerker his name. He bought Uncle Buster whatever the fuck it is. I forgot which one it is. .xrp, I think. Yeah, but I remember that, Chris. Appreciate you.
What you're gonna do is go to xrpdomains.xyz. I posted in the chat. And then once you get there, you'll go to the website on your computer, scan it with your Zaman wallet to set up the trust and everything. And then type in what you want. hit boom, and then it's going to have a series of authentications in your wallet. But yeah, get mad. Yeah, go ahead with your employer. Just go ahead and buy their name. They don't need it.
But, like the thing with the domain wallet, like, so I bought an XRP domain. I have my own XRP domain. But if I were to go into Zum or go into whatever and type in my name, it doesn't pop up as my address as if I would with the ENS. Like with the ENS, I can go on Uphold or Ledger or whatever, type in, you know, Sean S90X or Sean S90.eth, you know, and it pops up with my address. But if I do the same
address,
yeah. But if I do the same thing, I've had that for a while. But if I do the same thing for XRP, it doesn't show. It won't. It'll just be like, yeah, you literally just bought an NFT. That's what you bought. So I don't know what's going on with the domain thing and
check the blockchain to see if the domain name is registered on the blockchain, because I see it. I haven't even checked block scan or the scanning for it, the block for it. But go ahead and buy their name, and then get it on unstoppable domains as well.
But if you wanted to get like an actual like custom address for your actual XRP address, go in your Zum wallet. It's called Vanity address. So
I saw that.
Hold on, let me turn off my cam real quick. Maybe I could.
Yeah, I saw the Vanity address, but what concerned me was all the extra crap behind it. But
yeah,
show us
so
the
like,
game.
It's that one right there. It says Vanity address. You can't really see it because it's blurry, but if you press it, it'll take you to the screen that says you, and you just register your Vanity address. So it's gonna cost 70 XRP. You get 20% off if you're pro. But yeah, you just look for your thing, type in your address, and then you get an address, and then your address will look like that. So I have my Sean. My Sean 90.
Can you flip it again?
But you can't see. But
it. No, just be a little bit more steady with it when you do it.
No, I'll just show you the Zum thing. Hold on.
Here we go. Nerdy's gonna get deep for us. Y'all got a tech talk today, free of charge. Please hit the like and subscribe.
Yeah. So
Please
with the
like and subscribe.
I don't see why people don't talk about this more often. I thought people knew about this. Check this
you know
out.
what it is we take it for granted.
Yeah.
We
So
take
you
it for
can.
granted.
So on the XRP ledger with Zum, so I have, so it says Sean, and it says like that's my name, Sean, within my address, and I have Nerdy, and then I have as Nerdy within the address, NerdyX within the address, and then I have like my whole profile. So I'm KYC'd on Zum, so I'm KYC'd on the XRP ledger, and this is my profile. So everyone can
tight, dude.
Yeah, it is tight. So everyone with the pro model, with the pro subscription, with their Zum and stuff, you can do that. You have an option to do all that.
Hey, talk about that pro. Talk about the pro subscription. How does that work?
So the pro subscription, you get like, you had access to Vanity addresses, you get discounts and stuff like that. But it was basically like a this is like for like the Zum card, really, right? So you get the pro. The only reason why I bought the pro was for the Zum card. You get 2 Zum cards, and secure your wallet, because David Shorts, remember, was saying that quantum, right? So yeah, everyone should do the same.
You guys about ready to share this link and let some kids in?
Yeah,
let me copy this real quick.
Let the kids in.
Let the kids in. Let the baby gates down.
But I tell you
Drop
what,
those baby gates. Nobody's gonna tell you guys to fuck off today, because Zerk will be back next week.
I'm gonna tell one.
Tell you
I'm gonna tell
when he
one
gets
person.
back.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat, and I'll do one person for the day.
What's up, Crypto Navigator, man?
I just want to share I want to share one thing before we continue. Actually, bring them in. I want to hear everyone's view about it. Bring it.
Yeah, it's in the chat, so they're gonna hop on.
Okay, they're gonna hop in.
whenever they
Okay,
hop on.
Yeah, Island Ghost, go ahead and post that Bagman tutorial for the Zaman Pro, if you don't mind.
So this is what I was talking about, right? It was on the news. So rare disorder causing man to see faces of faces as demonic. Is this?
I saw that.
Is this a disclosure? What? Why? What? Why? That what?
Hold on. Put that back up. I just zoomed in. I wanted to.
Oh. Yeah. It says rare disorder causes man to see faces as demonic. The condition causes faces to appear disordered. My first thought as I woke up in a demon world, said the patient.
Hey,
The calling
you can start ignoring some red flags once that happens. Like, just start seeing demonic motherfuckers walking around the street. You're like, yo, stay the fuck away from me, bro. Soulless, man.
That's the first red flag.
You know, the funny thing is, I know people that look like that. No, not my wife. Not my wife.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know. Is the world waking up? Is things happening? What's going on?
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's happening, man. It's been happening.
The New York Post talking about what happened if Washington D.C. gets attacked by a nuclear bomb. You guys see that one?
No, don't care.
What? Why? Why would you make a post like that? What's the reason behind it? Are you like, what is it? What's going on here? You know what I mean?
Warning us.
There you
It's
go,
like,
Alan.
I don't know, pumping the fear. Crypto Navigator on deck, brother. What's up?
Your mic's off, bro. Your mic's off. Yeah, turn it up.
Why does he look like he's in the backseat of somebody's car?
He is. He's in the backseat of a Puma. He's in.
So Russia got shot up in a concert by ISIS. Now they got the nuclear ad you just showed.
Yeah.
So they're gonna try to incorporate something with one of these groups, and that's gonna be the false flag.
I believe it.
You know what tripped me out about that?
What's that?
Terrorism happens everywhere. Everyone's like, oh, we stand with Russia to fight terrorism. Not a single news channel was like, man, I'm sorry y'all got hit like that, dude. Not
because it was an inside job.
Forget all the politics and all the crap. Like, yo, I'm sorry y'all got hit. When we got hit with 9/11, the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, called our president, was like, look, we're going to be on their ass with you.
Yeah.
Forget all the politics. We're going to be on their ass with you. We can't let this shit stand.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. I think Putin has dirt on everybody, bro. I mean, think about it. Think about the soccer ball, right? Again, this goes back to the fucking soccer ball. What was it? What was embedded in that chip, in that soccer ball chip? What information did they get? The Tucker Carlson with the folders. What did Tucker get? Right. So
he did give him some folders. He's like, here, I got this for you.
Yeah. So what information did whatever administration, White Hat administration, let's call them White Hat administration, what administration did they get a hold of? What information did they get a hold of where they can use it against the deep state or whatever you want to call them? Like, let's call them the cabal.
Oh shoot! You got to post that one. Did BRZRKR get a twin bed with bags in AUS?
Oh yeah,
that's cold. The chat has arrived. Damn it, the chat has arrived. Hey, because of that video, I didn't say that, but something similar. I was like, oh, he just crashed out. No, he probably used the couch, man. BRZRKR is cool like that. He'll crash on the couch in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say just by Putin always being like the bad guy, obviously he has shit on everybody, you know.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't be the bad guy. If the TV tells you he's bad, he's probably the real deal, you know. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're on, it's so funny when you say that. Everyone on TV that they're like, you're a bad person. You're like, you find out the person is like, no, eat your vegetables, pray, do this, and you're like, hold on, how is this bad? How is what this guy is?
Yeah. Well, that's the Matrix, right? Like the Matrix regime is to control the narrative, right? Again, Ripple SEC case. I mean, as much as we talk about political stuff on the show and a lot of stuff, we want to veer off about topics and stuff, but at the end of the day, it all comes back to crypto, right? Like literally all comes back to money and finance. So it's like you have all this nefarious stuff that's going on, but at the end of the day, what is it really about? It's about money and power, right? And liquidity and all this other stuff. So if you're ending a nation's product, you're going to create propaganda, right? So for example, if Russia is challenging the the power, or not the power, but challenging the order, should I say. So if the people that are in power, they're being challenged because someone has dirt on them, and now their position can be lost. Because remember, a lot of these politicians are lifelong politicians. They've never had a job besides that, right? So this is all their money.
I think that's funny when they call Vladimir Putin out about that, right? They're like, he's just been a president for years. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's right. His election.
Yeah, but everybody in Congress, everybody in the Senate,
but you've been in the Senate longer than he's been the president. Like, I'm just saying the pot is calling the kettle black. I'm just saying that.
Well, look at Nancy, right? Nancy's a career politician. So is Hillary. So is Biden, right? Career politician. Right? So all these people that are trying to pass these JP Morgan, buddying up with JP Morgan and Elizabeth Warren trying to pass all these laws and shit. Well, that's the clique. That's the gang, right? They're looking after their crew. That's what's really happening.
Sure.
So what are you guys going to think is going to come of this Ethgate situation? The SEC has started probing.
Man, oh man.
I feel like we're setting up for the flippening, right? That's what I think it all. I don't think any of them are going to go away, but I think they're going to take a hit, and then the flippening happens, and then regulation's going to come in and tell everybody we made it safe, and everything's going to be astronomical prices already. We made it safe. You guys can get it now. It's all safe. It's all fixed, right?
It's at your bank now. You can get it. It's at your bank. It's safe.
Yeah,
you're safe. It's safe moon money.
Oh, 6J. What's up, bro?
Oh, my bad. 6AJ on deck.
What's up, bro?
6.
Yeah, man.
Alan, your mic can't hear you, brother.
How y'all doing, man?
Good. How you doing, bro?
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh man, hanging in there, my brothers. Good to see you guys.
Nice.
You too, man.
You, bro.
What do you think about what do you think about Ethgate? And because a lot of like nerdy sides with the shit. Do you think Ethate's going away, nerdy? ETH?
It's like Bitcoin. I don't think so. I don't think ETH is going away, right? I don't think
either, brother.
Because the reason why I don't believe ETH is going away, because when you start looking into all the documents, what do they say? They say Corda, Corium, and Hyperledger. Those are the 3 ones that they always bring up, always. So within that mix, that's ETH, right? So
for sure,
I don't think it's going away. I think they might like have side chains, or they might upgrade the network or get it to whatever. But everyone's building on it. It has the most developers. Will it go away? Probably not.
Well, no, it's not. I don't think. I'm not sure. I thought when I was a kid, I thought beta would never go away, but here we are.
Yeah.
Right. So, but beta's like a bad example because it's a really good example. Bro. But beta was actually better than VHS. We're all XRP holders. But the best one didn't win because the beta max killed VHS. It was just
why beta won, right?
Beta lost.
No, excuse me. Why they lost? Sorry about that. You know why they lost, right?
Why?
Because the porn industry chose VHS. I'm dead serious.
And they already
dead serious, bro. It's like a couple
documentaries.
It's terrible.
Bro, terrible. Hey, you know what, Fuma? That's a funny point that you bring up, but people don't really understand that porn is a huge ass market, and it actually helps moves countries. It's an illicit.
When they start taking crypto, the game is a wrap.
Payments is going to take over, and I believe this Ethgate thing is going to give me my 2 cents on what I believe is coming. I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to crash everything, and all at the end. This is probably going to be a nothing burger until then, just like the XRP case got drug out for years. This thing can be drug out for years. So initially, there's too many businesses running on this chain already. Too many pairs, too many things that could take the whole thing down. They're not going to take the whole thing down right now. They first got to get their money out. Everybody's going to take profits before you come crashing a whole system down. They're going to bring in regulations. We know Europe already has, situation where they're putting in a law to where they are going to ban, custody wallets. And, it's eventually going to come here too. But I don't think until after a huge profit taking potential. We haven't finished this bull run yet, so people are going to take profit, then crash the whole thing down. That's what I think is going to happen.
Father Allen, thank you for the black pill for today. Thank you for the big black pill.
But it's just like a JP Morgan, right? It's a JP Morgan company, right? So like historically, every time the SEC and JP Morgan got into something or sued each other, do whatever, they just got a slap on the wrist. They got a fine and they're let off like nothing ever happened. So how is that not? How do you assume that same situation is not going to happen again?
Yeah, I personally think is I got a few different opinions on Ethgate, and I think I mean, number one is when you look at it from the standpoint that it was inevitable, and I believe that they let them get away with, this whole ordeal. I mean, Gary Gensler sitting in front of the, committee and Congress just being stupid and playing stupid was all part of a plan. And eventually they knew they were going to have, they were going to be faced, with this, where they have to face this head on. I think the difference between, let me say this first. I think that the difference between Ethgate and Ripple's lawsuit is going to be totally different. With Ripple, they went after a company full of integrity, a company that actually tried to sit down with them. Brad Garlinghouse said he sat down with them with no lawyers. He had nothing to hide. It was an open book. I just think that, there was this agenda with XRP. They knew what it was. They tested it. The government tested it. They tried to control it. They understood what is created for it and all that stuff. So again, I always talk about the Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding thing back, in the Olympics back in '80, where the girl hired a mugger to hit the other girl in the ankle so she could start doing that Olympics. It's the same thing. At one point, XRP was number 2 on CoinMarketCap, and so they knew what they were doing. So that's that. So they went after a company with integrity. They've been losing because Ripple is the one. They are, they are doing everything the right way. With Ethgate, it's different because, number one, you got so much corruption surrounding that whole ecosystem. It's not like, if we had a bunch of corruption in XRP and Ripple, it would have been done. It'd have been over with. They would have saw that and brought everything out. But with Ethgate, from Disguise Wells to Wenchang China to Prometheum to, to Jay Clayton following that deal, getting a $15 million check the day. I mean, all this stuff that's been happening, and the fact that you've got someone like Stephen Nero. There's no Stephen Nero with Ripple and XRP. There's no guy that says, I got all the videos where I warned Brad.
Exactly.
They don't. And the fact that all the stuff that Stephen Nero is saying, want to say that he's some kind of conspiracy theorist, but you got to understand, John Deet met with the guy and saw everything and says, yeah, I saw it. Oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah. So when you got all those things, guys, you got to understand that this is real. This is not some phony baloney thing. Now, Ken, will it affect the space? Yeah. And look, for any of us that's done our research and due diligence, think back to that video that Kevin O'Leary did from Shark Tank, way before Sam Bankman-Fried went down, way before FTX, when Sam Bankman-Fried was on the cover of Forbes as the young Warren Buffett. What did Kevin O'Leary say? He said him and some of his counterparts were talking about a cleansing that had to happen in crypto. And he said they were talking about it would be a top 5 coin. His exact quote was something on the level of Ethereum. Now, how the hell do you say that? And all of a sudden there's Ethgate. So all I'm saying is like a lot of videos on it's on Twitter before Twitter was damn X. So I'm just saying, got to pay attention. All the things are out there. I think that it's inevitable. I think the cleansing is going to happen. It's unfortunate because, like Stephen Nero says, it's not that any of us. I got a bag of Ethereum, bro. Like I got an Ethereum early, just like Bitcoin, But at the end of the day, it's not like I want to see it go down. I just want freaking justice. I want the truth. I would tell people like this. I'm very well diversified, and the reason we all talk about XRP for 2 reasons. Number one, we believe. Number 2, we understand what it is, right? We understand it's the biggest, the biggest opportunity that either you got 2 types of people. It's the greatest story of their life or the biggest regret. Straight up.
That's what we're down to, bro.
Greatest story in people's life or the biggest damn regret, which is why I made that damn Pepto-Bismol remark. So that's that part of it. Now, what people don't realize is that with Ethgate, I think that they allowed them to get so big to the point where I don't know, bro. Like I think some of you guys are right. Like look at damn FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried is in prison right now with some big brother named Tyrone. I'm just being facetious, but the point
yeah, he really is though.
He is though.
He really is.
Look, the point they put him in prison because he did the wrong things. They put him in prison. Yeah. Got all these felonies. It's proven. But the one thing they left out was the politicians they got paid. They threw that part out of the court. Like what? So if you don't, money go? Bro, come on, man. They took people's money and PayPal and they left that out. And if it wasn't for politicians, they'd have went after Tom Brady and everybody. But no, because politicians got paid, they let it go. They let it go. So,
You know what's crazy though? I was gonna say the same thing. You took the words out of my mouth, bro. I was gonna say how they're gonna do it like on some FTX stuff, right? They're gonna be like, okay, since Ethereum went to 2.0, they have to all come together, right? Which is gonna create, not decentralization. So they'll go after the new Ethereum, but they're gonna sweep all the old stuff for all the bankers and funneling money. They're gonna sweep that under the rug.
Oh, okay. So kind of.
But listen, guys, this is what you got to remember. Since I've been in crypto in 17 days, in shortly after, they said that 90% of the projects that are out won't be here. You guys understand, man? Like, it's like the one thing that
whirlwind.
The one thing that Gary Gensler said that is probably the only thing he said correct in his dumbass comments that he makes is that he said just because Ripple or XRP may or may not win this race and get clarity or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean everybody else is off the hook. People have to understand everyone's going to have to face the damn music. And Ethereum is one of the biggest ones that have to face it. But you got to understand how many projects are affected by this whole securities deal and the fact that Ripple didn't have the ICO issues that a lot of these coins are going to have to face. So I'm just saying, like, this is going to be a hell of a, it's going to go on for some time. I think, will it kill Ethereum? No, but will people pay? Yes. And will it hurt smaller projects? Yes, because every project built on that platform has to just look. If you're built on Ethereum and they got this big money that they have because the SEC allowed their asses to get super rich to fight this kind of battle and to cover it up, but it doesn't mean all those projects that are built on Ethereum are going to be able to afford those. Look at Library. I mean, I'm just saying, like, people don't understand the big picture. So I think that's going to be a part of the big cleansing, and then start looking at stuff around the world, like with Evergrande. 300 billion in corruption. They said China's saying it's the biggest corruption fraud since Enron, bigger than FTX, bigger than all this. So and who's tied into that? Tether. And I think that's the goddamn ace of spades. I think Tether is the last of the Mohicans that brings the doggone thing down. And then we have this cleansing, and all of a sudden, at the same time, we've got we have regulatory clarity. We have Ripple wins right out or get a settlement or pay whatever it is. And at that point, when everyone starts announcing these partnerships like Bank of America, that's when Ripple starts attaching themselves. And again, the greatest story or the biggest regret. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want to share this real quick. The best I can do is sell critical infrastructure to JP Morgan and securely monopolize the industry via the hidden VCs and incumbents, banks, ICO whales that were in before the mainland launch. Bro, that's exactly what it is, and people don't understand that shit. It's
but even on
corruption.
That's why I don't think it's going to go away.
And another thing I want to add,
even on what's Navigator's point, like if you're going to draw money out, why wouldn't you launch this shit off the ground and then do ETH? Like, would it been like this is where you sort of have to figure out: are we like total greed or is there an opposition, right? But if we're total greed, they're going to launch the shit even higher before they fuck with Tether, right? And then they can remove the money. Like, so I don't know. And then like 6AJ mentioned Kevin O'Leary, and we were talking, is this shit gonna go away? Well, Kevin O'Leary like 4 years ago was shitting on Bitcoin, right? Yeah. And then he reverses that, and then like 2 years ago, he's talking about, I wish I would know what's being produced with clean energy versus dirty energy. So he's already letting you know that with the whole green systems coming in, Bitcoin ain't going away. It's going to be mined with clean energy. It's like, dude, these dudes know what's about to happen, man.
Exactly.
So
he's talking his book. Exactly.
I believe right here what OG said, the Ethereum blockchain as we know it could die, but the projects can survive via EVM and on other blockchains. Now, I believe that's probably the most likely scenario because, again, I keep going back to the Morpheus interview. Morpheus themselves said that they're building a whole nother side chain on Polygon. They can switch at any moment given in time. They can switch. A lot of other companies said the same shit. Quant said the same shit. They made their own chain. They can switch at any time. I have a Leo X or whatever, right? Something to do with verifying fine goods. Okay. That's on the quantum network. That's on Quant Network. Guess what the coin is? It's QRC. It's a QRC token, right? So it's like these chains are already developing their own side chains, and they're ready to switch whenever it's time to go.
Look, bro,
I believe that's
they should have just kept denying this. Look, they could have went after anybody else. I said if they allow this ETH thing to come out, it's a wrap, bro. I mean, you know how many subpoenas? I mean, Brett. I mean, what's that boy's name that went out to go? Dr. Gavin Wood, Charles Hopkins. Like all these people, like there's so many people that they're gonna get subpoenas, so many questions, so many, and especially when you got Stephen there. I mean, I'm just saying, like you should have just left that alone, because if once they uncover that rock, I don't think you can cover it up. It's just too much corruption. And then you got affiliations with China, and so guys, like I said, I don't wish bad on anyone, but I do want to see justice. I do want to see the truth, and I think this is going to be bigger than we think it's going to be. And then
you're a better man than me. I want that $3,000 to go right into Ripple. That's just me.
No. But there's been some people that have been saying, well, maybe they're doing this as a strategy to say it's a security, clear it. Because even Brad Garlinghouse made a comment, and it's actually on his X page, where he says he thinks they're going to lose against Ethereum like they lost against Ripple. And I'm thinking, damn, like, how is that possible when it's two different scenarios? I mean, you got...
Or they throw the case. They throw the case.
They throw so watch
throw the case.
They throw the case. Let's say dude, I just can't see it. But if they could do that, then maybe that leads up to facing the music so that they can go ahead and approve an Ethereum ETF. Maybe that's why this whole crap and smoke and mirrors or they got to do this first. I just don't know, man. I don't know how you can cover all the corruption. I just don't.
You can't, but
you make the market euphoric, and you take over the sentiment from a theft in the system, and everything is euphoric. Everybody starts forgetting about it. That goes away.
Man, they covered all the corruption in the FTX stuff. We didn't talk about none of those people in Congress getting money.
So let's say you're right, Alan, Crypto Alan. Crypto Navigator. Let's say you're right. If this is that, then maybe what we might be looking at is so much controversy, corruption that's going to be exposed that that's Ripple's moment. It might be like a crazy thing and like a blessing in disguise, because Ripple fought this battle by themselves. They've been victorious. They've won. They're still in. I mean, we're just waiting for a settlement or how much do they want at this point. And this thing comes to a close. And then while Ethereum and all these projects are going through this crap with the SEC, Ripple starts getting, it's like the opposite. Now all of a sudden when Ripple was going bad and everything was booming, now everything starts getting ridiculed and all this stuff is coming out with securities. And then all of a sudden Ripple detaches itself and all these partnerships. I'm telling, I really believe in my heart, not because I'm invested in it, but I think that while all this stuff is going to be exposed, Ripple and XRP is going to shine, and they're going to get clarity, and they're going to win. And while everyone else is scrambling to try to figure out what they're going to do, XRP is going to freaking move. Excuse my language. It's going to move.
Yeah.
That's what I really think is going to happen.
And that's the
Bugatti or McLaren.
Honestly, that's the long picture, because we've already went through 5 years of FUD. Nothing good comes out about. So that's why I say they're slow playing the fuck out of people.
Yep.
They're slow paying you to death. And I mean, I just see we're on good news. When you look at all-time chart, there's no come down, bro. It's printing the same pattern it did 5.5 years ago.
Yep.
We're about to fire off.
Yep.
And
agree.
Yeah, there's nothing holding it back now, because I mean, for years and years and years, we didn't have any venture capitalists coming in with major liquidity, even an automated market maker. Now that we actually now have that work, even though it was a nothing burger, it's not going to be a nothing burger forever. It's going to provide the ultimate combination of bringing in like chains that don't make it, don't get regulatory clarity, like I mentioned before. I think it's going to be the perfect way for them to wrap a coin, go on to that automated market maker, and be able to be utilized through the things that are going to survive. ETH was just a stalling tactic, a free pass, while the real coin that was supposed to take over everything was being worked in the background. They had more time to get this working, is really what it was about. They needed more redundancies. They needed nodes in space. We talked about a few things several months back. You know, they never had any of this stuff back in 2017. They didn't have it in 2021. Now we have those things in place. Now we have actual countries talking about tokenizing assets and gold and or commodities. Now we're seeing all those things actually right now. So I believe now we're actually going to see the momentum. Now we're actually going to see the price action.
That kind of, I like, look, karma's a, you know what? And all these people that were hating on XRP, calling it this, even Vitalik, all these people,
Mm-hmm.
A part of me feels almost vindicated to some point, because I feel like while everyone else is scrambling, trying to figure out how to save this, what's going to happen, or, are their projects going to leave the Ethereum ecosystem and go somewhere else, while everyone's scrambling in this chaos, I think that's where a lot of retail, because I don't think retail is what makes XRP go where we think it's going to go. I think retail will get to like $5-10 because all those people scared are going to start running over to the XRP ecosystem. Then all of a sudden, and some people cash out at $5, $10, whatever the case may be. Some people 20, but I think that flip of the switch that Brad's talking about is that institutional adoption. I think that's what we're going to see between now and 20, whatever, like in the next, I think that part
27.
And then when you zoom out though, 6HA, like you said, I don't think people understand how big the corruption is. But now, like, if you're in the red pill world, the truther movement, now you got crypto, and it's all surrounding the island. Everything in the middle comes down to the island, and that's the moment we're in right now.
Yeah,
shit could get so big to where crypto XRP taking the fuck off, people aren't even gonna fucking see it,
exactly.
And
they're not.
I just want to bring up one comment real quick. Go back real quick. So Mouse was talking about maybe Gensler gets removed and a new era begins. Now it's funny that you say that, because David Shorts put that question into Grok, right? And he posted it on his page. What would happen if we got rid of Gary, and what would happen? Would it be beneficial to the country? And it's basically Grok said that it would. So maybe that is the case. Who knows? It's a possibility for sure.
I don't want to self plug, but I got to throw this out here, guys. I want to get to some of these price predictions. I know everybody's it's not a big bullshit. I want to hear some of these price predictions, and so tomorrow I got Jimmy Valley on the show at 12 p.m. time, who is gonna talk about some of these, and then I got Molly on Thursday, and then I got Shannon Thorpe that just hit me back. I've been getting all these requests for people to. Some guy that said he was part of the evaluation when they actually came up with the whole 35,000 that that's part of Jimmy out of the blue. So I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm after. I want to know where these price predictions are coming from, and so hopefully check it out. It's gonna be amazing.
You said tomorrow at 12 noon. That's when you kick it off.
That Jimmy Valley is tomorrow at 12. Molly's going to be Thursday at 12, and then Shannon Thorpe is talking to her attorneys right now to see what she can say, can't say, because I'm interested in her prediction about Wells Fargo and what she knew. So I'm really digging deep, man. I'm on some different shit right now as far as where I'm going with this. But guys, definitely tune in.
I'll make sure that the block of my lunchtime is blocked off, and I'm not taking no meetings. I'll be in your chat with my headset on at office.
I'm gonna check that out for sure, brother.
Yeah, me too.
222 watching. Hit the like.
Quick question.
Appreciate you.
How did you guys take a look at how the Polygon network is having issues? What are your thoughts?
Well, Polygon is trying to create DOT, right? So that's like the big thing. They're trying to create a whole new tokenomics and upgrading their chain and all that stuff.
So is it a fork of the chain? Is it
no, it's a whole new thing.
No, they're just doing some upgrades right now.
I got you.
It's a protocol sequencer is triggered by a layer 1 reorganization. In layer 2 networks, a sequencer ensures transaction verification, organization, and compression before transmitting them to layer 1 chains like Ethereum. So they're on the way to resolve the issue.
Nerdy, you were putting something in your video about security, I do believe, some type of new was it a wallet that you were getting that was able to provide that security certificate every time that you were logging into like MetaMask or something like that? Do you know what
that's Nexera ID. Nexera ID is basically a zero proof KYC.
Yeah, I'm really interested in that. I wanted to bring that up for a reason, because I mean, eventually, you guys know we're all going to be, forced to pretty much go into a system that's a controlled, like that's what they want. We need to provide solutions such as maybe something like this to provide some, type of leverage towards that system that is going to be pushed in on all around us.
All the KYC stuff is all Basel III requirements. So everything, any kind of financial institution switch or any kind of companies that are adopting regulations or adopting new things or KYC, whatever, they all have to do with Basel III. They're just getting ready for it. Because again, regulation is king. And I'll keep saying it. I'll say it over and over and over again. Regulation is king. Regulation changes the whole game overnight. Anything can happen overnight, guys. An executive order comes out, a bill comes out, somebody says this, we can use this, can't use that, and then that's it. People have to comply. You don't have a choice.
Well, Florida pushed out two laws that we can't have a central bank digital currency in Florida, and we are allowed to use crypto assets and or self-custody our crypto in United States here in Florida, in my, where I live at. So I'm super excited about the state that I live in, but at the same time, I'm not excited about the rest of the world and the rest of the country even, because, laws are being put into place, which scares the crap out of me. But at the same time, just shows me where we're at in the game. I mean, if these two things are starting to happen in just the states, how much longer is it going to be for the complete, government to come up with some type of regulation? I think we're really close. I really do. I feel something's going to happen probably by the end of the year. And I don't know if it's going to stall any agendas that either the right or the left have, but this is definitely going to be a monumental time in history when this actually happens. And I think the catalyst for or the Ethgate thing to finally come out and maybe stall that and or break that system for a little while, or at least some of the other potential things we have for running for safety, I would say, like with a security, we can verify with a system like that, because China's implementing a I can't even say that word. A system control. Yes, exactly. And I'm really worried about that. So I'm really interested in how we can establish security for us and not have to be a part of that control system. So
I think the biggest sentiment here right now in the whole crypto space and within the world is, are we going towards a utopian, or are we going into a dystopian? And it seems like we're going to a dystopian because all the rules and regulations that are coming out, with even UK putting up cameras right now with their streets and getting people's their MAC address and their IP address from their
They've
phone.
had that for a while.
Right?
They've been CCTV nuts for a while,
So
dude. I say a while. That's been 20 years, dude. They've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, and they was big in Australia with the lights. So if you guys don't remember doing the whole COVID stuff, they had the street lamps they were doing the scanning within the street lamps too. So are we going into dystopian? It sure seems like it is. Are we gonna have some man in a cape come and save the day? Who the fuck knows? Who knows? Does it look that way? No. Does it look that way? Not at all.
Even both systems are like close, it's just a change of a word. One's for the better, one's for dystopia. But but all you could do is be here. And even Alchemist showed up. Shout out to Alchemist, but he said earlier.
So we just need Elizabeth Warren to smoke her own weed that she's telling everybody we can have now, and chill out a little bit and let crypto reign. She knows it's coming. It's not like she doesn't know it's going to happen and take over everything. It's like these old people in Congress act like they're so against it, but we know that they're not. We know that they want this system. They want a way to make faster payments and more money and even control the system. So
I bet
Alchemist said BTC is king, all else must wait. And I don't disagree that it's king, but my perspective is, if it wasn't king anymore, would it be a slow gradual fall, or will it be quick? Right?
Quick.
I think things are going to happen quickly. When BTC is not king, it ain't going to be where everybody could see BTC's taking a slow gradual fall. But I don't think it's going anywhere. But I think something's quickly is going to happen to set off XRP, and that's where I'm playing my cards.
I bet the biggest,
that's just what it is.
I bet the biggest XRP wallets are held by Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler.
Hell yeah, man!
Right?
I bet you they got him.
Or her husband. She don't hold any of those.
Or
her husband does.
Or a trust out of Wyoming.
This is what I believe it is. I believe this. Tether crushes the crypto Armageddon. I believe that 100.
That's what's good.
Shillion percent. I believe that Tether is the ace of spades. I believe Tether is the one that shakes the whole damn cage. It rattles this whole fucking thing up.
It's the one that nobody's really talking about. Yet here's the thing: when you go back and, like I said, you look at Evergrande and what's going on in China. Ethereum's not part of Evergrande. XRP's. I mean, who is Tether? A big part of that. So people don't realize, man, when there's so much that Tether is involved in. Why? Because they could just print money and invest in a bunch of things. But when all those things start falling, it's the ace of spades.
Yeah, and if they didn't have a, because I've been through. I don't feel like this anymore. But a couple years ago, before I got on YouTube and started being around people that think like me, I'd be like, dude, am I getting played? But if they didn't have plans for XRP, this motherfucker would already been $100. You know, if you look at Doge going to 70 cents, that's like $100 XRP when Doge was 0.000, right? So if there's not plans, that tells me there's plans, because they're just boring you the fuck out of it. But when you look at wallets 1% to 10%, all those wallets have went down. Right. Like it was 90,000 to get 1%. Now it's like 60 something thousand. But now go look at the top 5,000 accounts. It's harder to get in the top 5,000. Well, where the real money is.
That's exactly. Spring effect is an effect, man, because it's been suppressed for so long. So when it boings, when it takes off, it's gonna be crazy, bro. And you're absolutely right. Yeah. It should be way higher than where it's at right now. But that's okay, because we know we hold.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah, man.
I'm ready for that spring to blow.
Oh,
and I'm ready for that $12 pop off. Take a little haircut, little cash out liquidity action, and sit on that for probably 6 months to a year. I think we're gonna get these little waves that we've been hearing about. Like, you know, I don't really believe in bearable guys stuff, but I mean, some things do correlate with the elites and how they have to put little images out there and explain what their plan really is. I believe that they actually do those things. So those 3 balls rolling down the hill, I believe, is like the trickle flood. They've also put in, you know, some of the bearable guy riddles if people watch that stuff. But I believe it's going to be a nice little pump, like maybe like $10-12, get a lot of people out, and then a nice little drop down, a big run up like we had in 2017. If you look at the same fractal chart, and then another dump and another explosion all the way up to, you know, very high numbers. Not going to say a number, but very, very extremely high numbers. I think that's what we're going to be experiencing in the next 2 years by 2016.
Messi wrote a comment about the bonds. Where'd it go?
Right here, Tether.
Yeah. So Tether buying up with. Okay, the thing about the bonds and all that is China and Japan are the biggest bondholders, United States bondholders. They own the most. We have 7.7 trillion that are about to expire in 2026. Who's gonna fucking buy it?
So if those expire, what happens then?
I mean, it's not going to be good for the economy. That's good. That's for sure. I mean, either way, you're going to be forced into a corner where you have to find out what the solution, right? Because you don't want the country to fail. You don't want the financial system to fail. So eventually, one way or the other, we're going to come to this precipice where a solution is going to be needed. So regardless which way this goes, whether it lags out or whatever, it's going to happen regardless. You can't stop this. It's inevitable. Like, there's nothing can stop blockchain. You just can't stop it.
So, West Patsy, if XRP hits $12 and you don't sell 75% of it, you're an idiot. Yeah, we'll see, man. What would you do if you sold 75%? You gonna sell it to
the bank,
try to come back in, or are you gonna sell it just to take your lick and you're done? I think if you took your lick, you're gonna regret it. 75% of your bag.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I
think they're about to show you so much money. Mm-hmm. They're going to be daring you. You sell 75% at 12. Next, you know, it's 30. You know, I think they're going to show you so much money before, if you believe in flip the switch. But I believe they're going to show the regular Joe Blow so much money before they flip that switch.
Yeah,
you're going to be damn near out by time they flip the switch.
They're already pulling XRP off exchanges for you to buy in other countries. What makes you think when it hits $12 that you're going to be able to buy back in? What gives you the guarantee that you'll be able to buy back in at $12.
You
when
have
it does
access to the
dip,
XRP ledger.
is the first question that I got for you. Okay, look how quickly the BTC supply was taken up. You know, there are 9,000 BTCs versus 900 minted. This is this is a finite supply. They're never going to be any more created. Everybody knows that. It's one of the cheapest chains to use, one of the most functional chains. It's the most interoperable. Why would it be to where the institutions can come by at cheap prices at $12?
Alan, let's ask this question. What if I changed it out and then I bought BTC and I put that BTC on my Descent wallet and then I changed it through Changely on Descent? What do you think about that?
Is that liquidity? Is that amount of XRP on that exchange for availability?
Well, Changely is a decentralized exchange. It pulls from different resources, right? So
that's what I mean. Do they, in the resources they have, are they able to provide that XRP? That's the question.
I think they will, but it'll just be at a higher price.
I just think
could be, yeah.
I think you would have burned up your bag to get there.
My point is, I'm just saying, it's to me, I'm going to answer a question like this. To me, it's not worth taking the risk. I would just rather wait and sell it at a higher price. It makes no sense to cash out. I'm only going to cash out, I said, a certain amount at a certain price because I need that to pay myself my initial investment, because that's what a smart investor does. And secondly, a smart investor will take a little as they can out and survive until they need to take the next portion out. And that's my plan.
Is that financial advice from a Series 7 guy?
I think everyone has to have a plan.
No, that's not financial advice for everybody in the chat. So,
cashing it all out, in my opinion, is not a smart move when you can definitely make more money in the future. Just be patient and waiting. And you're not creating a taxable event at the same time. So you're not essentially losing any money by cashing it out as well. More profit in the future.
And you know, I'm a flip the switch guy. I believe we're moving the whole system. I'm playing my cards. I say I don't hate, you know, I don't hate on anyone or their perspective, but I say for me, I'm gonna change my life at $12 with as few as possible. So as long as I change my life, I'd rather be a little behind than go out, you know, like I plan on doing the real estate thing too, but I don't want to do it. You know, you could use $12 XRP and this shit's $500 within a year.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's kick the dog money. They're like,
but like to be honest, there, like if you read Citibank documents and clearinghouse documents and Deloitte and BIS and all that, they say nothing really comes fully into fruition until 27, right? Until 27, nothing is fully completely done. By 25, everyone has to be on the standard. If you're not on the standard by 25, then you're not able to even be part of banking. So 25 will be interesting. 26 will be really interesting. 27 is probably when it really hits. 24 is where we are right now. Is probably all just regulation and all this drama, right? Someone said that it was WWE, and I think that's exactly what it is. It's WWE drama, and I think it's all a show. I just want to share this. Lynette, what's her name? Lynette. I think her name's Lynette. She made her view, and I really fucking agree with it.
Since you brought up Bitcoin, because I've been watching Bitcoin since it was $7 a coin. So I've been watching it pretty close to since its inception. Personally, I do not think it was a coincidence that Bitcoin launched in January of 2009.
I think it was symbol.
Launched in March of 2009. And I don't think that, you know, reading the NSA white paper from 96 about how to make a mint, can you imagine, had Bitcoin not come out, how much more of this fiat crap would have actually gone into physical gold and physical silver?
Yep.
So could that not be one? I mean, it was a tool of look over here and do this, right?
Perception.
But also a tool to get people used to the digital currencies.
Yep.
Right? Because that's how they do that. That's how they make that transfer is they want it to be as normal or seem as normal as possible.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know there are a lot of people that would like me to feel differently.
And I 100% agree with that, bro. 110% agree with that. Think about how much people who didn't buy gold and silver, right?
Wait till she finds out about XRP.
She owns XRP.
I mean, she already
Does
knows.
she? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I would
Very
say
nice.
just by that, but I think it's perspective. Like when we added up, when we did the SAC meetup, me, Tells, and Zerk added up the 1% through 10%. It was like 27 billion coins, bro. And that's when $12 happened. What percentage of the 27 billion coins are they going to get back?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Nerdy, even if Nerdy's point, let's say they do flip switch, but it's lightly and they start jumping rails with volumes, right? The crazy numbers XRP you might not see till 2027, but all these coins will be back in their possession because they done showed you $10, $30, $50,
Yeah.
$100, and they're gonna have all these coins. You know,
Yeah.
that's my
This is from Susan. Shout out to Susan Anthony. She shared this. So this is from the Royal Bank of Canada. So cross-border transfer through Ripple using XRP Ledger, and it shows the diagram, XRP in the middle, and then Korea's bank, Japan's bank, Brazil, Europe, United States, and the sending bank, so Mexico and Korea right there. RippleNet, with or without XRP, offers transparency. So RippleNet, exactly. So, okay, I gotta correct myself. Maybe Zeno was right. RippleNet, with or without XRP, offers transparency for forex rate and fees before the transaction is originated, and can reduce the cost per payment for financial institutions. It happens regardless, but XRP is right there, in your face.
So let's talk about the funkiness of all this. For all you people who own the NFTs, the domain names, all the stuff XRP related. When it blows, just know that you got a lot of digital art. People gonna want to buy it, and the only people who can are probably on the camera right now. And I'll still be shorting you, so don't feel bad.
I feel like there's so much just like deception, bro. There's like so much shit within the community, and there's so much bullshit within. I feel like the same political garbage that's going on with the left versus right, you know.
That's just a show.
Believe that, and then after show, I believe this is the same show. I don't believe it's a different program. I believe it's the same program.
So I have a question for you, Nerdy.
Go ahead.
What is us getting regulations a good thing? And then on the flip side, what would be bad regulations that will actually affect us?
Bad regulation is Elizabeth Warren's regulations, right? Elizabeth Warren's regulations are the bad regulations. Her saying that I want to take away your ledger. You no one can self custody. Everyone has to be on a website or whatever, right? On an exchange. That's bad, because you don't own nothing, right? So
is that possible though?
Fuck yeah, it's possible. Anything is possible, bro.
So how do we protect ourselves?
That's the thing.
Dual citizenship.
China's doing it.
Check this out, Jess. The thing about that situation, bro, is if you look at the bills that are being passed. So this is where it becomes red pill and black pill again. Okay. When they pass bills like they just did with the 1.2 trillion that they just passed, and then in that bill it was secretly written that the United States Embassy can no longer fly the LGBT flags or whatever. That was in the bill. No one saw it, no one read it, but it just passed. Same shit can happen with the regulations. They can pass it in the bill and push it and say that it's for Ukraine, say that it's for whatever, and then push the bill and pass it, and then boom, regulations are in place, and no one even saw that coming.
Hey, you know what's so funny? That passed. No, it was out of the House. It went forth, and nobody really read it. They're like, all right,
yeah.
1,000-page bill.
Ukraine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, regulation is king, and regulation can do this. But again, it's like, if you listen to these bankers and how they talk about other cryptocurrencies. They say that I'm sending payments in blockchain is native, right? So it's every blockchain can send payments, right? That's part of blockchain. But there are particular chains, there are particular networks that are better because they facilitate messaging and liquidity, and that's literally XRP, right? So when you listen to these people talk, they talk about the XRP ledger, and they talk about RippleNet, and they talk about all these other exchanges and all these other networks, but they don't want to exactly imply the name. But we know what they're talking about. These people are building on Ethereum, so they are also paying the same fees that we're paying. So it's costing them the same money that it's costing us, and they know that they can't run a business like that. That's
So
just
Stripe,
reality. Yeah.
so Stripe for Bitcoin, I mean, that's their solution that they have right now. I mean, can that even be scalable? Let's just talk shop here. I mean, and then let's go look at Ethereum. You know, they had a new 2.0 version of Ethereum, and look, they still have extremely high gas fees. And, you know, we still have tons of platforms building out on these coins, which is, it blows my mind that there is a solution like XRP out there. People aren't even aware of it, how cheap it really is. It's now got legal clarity, and yet people still think that this is not going to take over the market. It's always going to boil down to what's cheapest, what's the fastest, and has the most utility, and then most trusted. And I don't see it being anything other than XRP at this time, as far as taking over global payments. This escrow, though, I'm really concerned of how they're actually going to start utilizing when they do these regulations, what they're going to do with that escrow, because that's, you know, that's locked up. You know, that only so much of that escrow can come out every month. So going back full circle to what I was talking about, the supply could get bought up really quick, and then there's only the escrow, a guaranteed amount that comes out every single month. So if you were going to pick a coin that would be the most stable value to move all currencies across chains in real time, why would you not pick something that could have the most stability? I don't really see another plan. I'm not a maxi on XRP. I'm just saying, at this point in the game, what do you got that could potentially create that stable value all the time? You know, and I think that escrow is a really big picture of what I think this whole design of why it was set up that way, to be that stable form of value. So anyway.
Yeah, XLM is huge, guys. George brought up XLM. XLM is massive. XLM is Stellar is so embedded with everybody, with everything. It's freaking ridiculous. Stellar is on another 100%, just like Ripple's 100%, just like XTC is 100%. XLM is also another 100%. I can say that confidently. Also, I'm gonna share this shit with you guys.
Share it.
You hear that?
Share it.
Yes, it's over.
That doesn't look good.
That's real money. That's
Yeah.
real money. See that? It's in my hand. It's not on a ledger. It's not in the bank. It's in my fucking hand. You can't do that with anything else. That's the difference here, guys. Now, the only thing that this can do, that blockchain can do, that this can't do, that blockchain can do, is micropayments. I cannot chip a piece of this off and pay somebody, but I can send someone micropayments. Now, the only way I can do that to make this happen is tokenization.
But under tokenization is why cryptos are gonna have the highest market caps out of anything. You see what I'm saying? Like gold, silver, real estate. You know, and that's
and
it's gonna happen.
Who's doing that right now? Stellar.
Wait,
it's Stellar that's doing that right now.
Way do we start tokenizing property and using that liquidity from the property on chains and actually decentralized financing, loaning money off of, you know, essential properties that you have paid off in real time? I mean, there's just unlocking a tremendous amount of value and liquidity right there.
Yeah.
Alchemist says, genetically engineered flying pigs will save us all.
Who knows?
Oh, shit.
And yeah, Elizabeth Warren creation.
We're at the top of the hour. Coffee time.
So
go ahead, Fuma. Real quick.
We the bank. I have no plan on selling it to him. I'll lease it and manage it. You're not getting them back. They're not getting them back. No, they're not getting them back. They're not getting them back. You think Marriott? You think I'm about to give back Marriott.xrp?
Nope. What's up, Bus?
You got any minutes for us?
Yeah,
All
I
right,
do.
let's do this.
You ready? Okay.
Yep.
Let's go. All right. Demon faces and nuclear posts. What the hell is going on? None of this shit makes sense. Putin got dirt on the deep state. ETH will pay a fine. BlackRock applied for an ETH ETF. They'll probably just get a slap on the wrist, but we'll see what happens. We want justice. That's all we really want, is we just want justice. Nothing happens until politicians go to jail. It's probably true. Will they go to jail? Who knows? Will they have an ankle bracelet? That's a possibility too. Tether is the ace. Tether could bring down the whole house of cards. Who knows? But it probably will. It's all WWE. It's all drama. It's all a soap opera. Gold, silver, real money. Just saying. Later, glitches.
Let's wrap this up. Anyone want to roll us out? Anyone got some prolific shit to say?
Hey, just keep your head up.
Brother. Go ahead, Navigator.
Now, just gonna say, keep your head up, everybody. We're all in this the same mindset. We're gonna be winning in the end, and don't let the day-to-day FUD get you out and sell way too early and/or get too frustrated and make a dumb decision. Think about the decision that you're making right now. Get yourself prepared. Make sure you got your ledger updated. Make sure you got your 3 ways of getting your crypto off when one of the exchanges go down. And just make sure you got all your seed phrases put in more than one place right now. This is the time that we're potentially going to be taking some profits. So don't be dumb and complacent. Stop being complacent. This is the time. So get prepared now.
Boom.
Stack it up. Stack it up while you can.
All right, y'all. Shout out from the West Coast to the Gold Coast. They're coming back Tuesday. So we'll be back. XRP Boardroom without Zerk one more time. Miss you guys.
Miss you, BRZRKR. Bags.
For sure. Bagman, Lady E. But we'll see you guys Tuesday, 5:55. Later, glitches.
Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option. But to get these drops, got drops on drops and they coming in fast. And it's been a long journey, just thankful for the chance. Haters in the comments, no pop, they mad. I remember when I got in, only wanted a few stacks. But you can never have enough, keep adding zerps to the stash. And however this thing go, I'm just hoping we free some souls. The richest ducks in Babylon, the famo and ghosts. Swimming in a pond of wealth as that liquidity flows. As the story goes. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Throw them ballots on chain, they can't rig it no more. We don't want these chemicals, we don't want these GMOs. We don't want this government dope, let our children all go. Cause it's drop by drop, that's all we got. So stay planting them seeds and collect your crops. Cause what you put your mind to, they can't stop. We once slaved away, now we punching off that clock. And it's BYOB, be your own boss. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Drops out, got that newfound wealth. Mansion got a house got a new townhouse. We flipping switches, glitches, someone write that down. From glitches in the riches, went down the ghost route. Yacht with a spot, flying spaceship inbound. UFO can't see it and it don't make a sound. We always rose above when they try to hold us down. On that ripple, nipple, dripple, getting drops right now. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in.
Ready, we ready, we ready for y'all. We ready, we ready.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.